Find your hidden power. Those words feel cinematic, but this isn't fantasy, it's biology, psychology, and blunt human truth. Every person has a hidden talent. It's not mystical. It's buried behind habit, distraction, fear, and a lifetime of being told what you should do instead of what you were built to do. Here's my promise. By the end of this video, you'll know one practical way to discover a hidden skill inside you. You'll have a 30-day plan to test and grow it, and you'll be given a ruthless little kick to stop making excuses. First, the science. Your brain is not fixed. This is called neuroplasticity, a fancy word that means the brain rewires itself in response to practice and experience. New neural pathways form. Old ones prune. The more you practice something, the stronger the circuit becomes. Your brain literally sculpts itself based on what you do most. Another fact, myelin, a sheath that wraps neural pathways, thickens with practice. More myelin equals faster, cleaner, stronger neural signals. In practical terms, repeated practice makes you better, period. Third, flow states. When you do something with the right challenge to skill ratio, your attention narrows and performance skyrockets. Flow isn't magic. It's a measurable state involving focused attention, reduced activity in the brain's default mode network, and surges of dopamine and norepinephrine that sharpen perception. Finally, talent is both nature and nurture. Genetics give you a range. Practice determines where in that range you land. So don't use "I'm not talented" as an excuse, use the science. Your brain can change. Exercise, do now, close your eyes. Think of one thing you do that makes time disappear. One activity you lose yourself in. Don't judge it. That is a clue. Open your eyes. Write it down. You want more than feels, you want evidence. Research into skill acquisition, the kind psychologists call deliberate practice, shows the people who improve fastest are those who break a skill down, practice the hard parts deliberately and get feedback. You don't need to be born brilliant. You need consistent, focused action. So, hidden power equals interest plus repetition plus feedback plus challenge. That's the formula we'll use. Now, warning, this video will have soft parts and hard parts. The hard parts are where change happens. If you want a sugarcoating, leave now. If you want a map to find a hidden power and grow it into something real, stay. Finding a hidden power starts like detective work. You look for clues, you run small tests, you gather data. Don't guess, measure, try tiny experiments. Step A, the interest inventory, 10 minutes. Get a notebook. Make 3 columns, childhood, present, curious. Childhood, list 3 things you loved to do as a kid. Drawing. Disassembling gadgets, storytelling. Present, list 3 activities that make you lose track of time now. Curious, list 3 things you want to try but haven't. The overlap between childhood and present is your warmest lead. The curious column contains wild cards, explore them. Step B, the micro experiment, 7 days. Pick one activity from those lists. For 7 days, do exactly 15 minutes every day. No more, no less. Quality matters, focus matters, no phone, no music, just practice. Keep a short log, what you did, what felt good, what felt frustrating. Why 15 minutes? Because it's short enough too. Start and long enough to trigger your brain's learning mechanisms. The brain needs repetition and focused attention. 15 minutes daily creates that without drama. Step C, look for the time disappearance test. If during the 15 minutes you feel time shrinking, you're near flow. That's a signal a hidden power might be there. Step D, a feedback loop. Record one video audio file of your 15-minute work at the end of the week. Play it back. Be honest. What improved? What sucked? Ask one friend or post in a niche forum for feedback. External feedback short-circuits your blind spots. Science note, the feedback is the catalyst for efficient learning. It tells your brain where to adjust and what to reinforce. Without feedback, you can practice the wrong thing perfectly. Micro exercise, do now. Pick the activity for your 7-day experiment and write it at the top of your notebook. Commit to 15 minutes tomorrow morning. Toxic moment, sharp, short. Stop romanticizing talent. Talent is a seed. If you don't water it, it dies. If you keep complaining about not being discovered, you're just procrastinating on work. Be brutal. Water the seed or shut up about how you're not lucky. You found a clue. You ran a micro-experiment. Now build an engine. Principle 1, deliberate practice, not passive repetition. Deliberate practice means isolating the hardest piece and working on it. If you want to sing, not just open your mouth. Practice controlling breath, pitch, and vowel shapes. If you want to write, do focused micro-tasks, write headlines, craft metaphors, practice dialogue. Principle 2, habit stacking. Attach your 15-minute practice to an existing habit. After brushing teeth, practice. After morning coffee, practice. Use habit stacking so your brain uses an existing cue to trigger the new habit. Principle 3, measure progress. Create a simple metric. Words per day. Lines of code. Reps at correct form. Every week, chart the metric. Small upward trends compound. This is the compound interest of skill. Principle 4, get external feedback. Join a micro-community, hire a coach for one session, or swap feedback with a peer. Your brain is biased. Honest external feedback shortens the path to mastery. Science fact, studies of skill acquisition highlight error-based learning. You don't get better by only repeating what you already do well. You get better by making small errors under guidance, correcting them, and repeating the correction.
Practical plan 30 days. Days 1 to 7. Micro experiment 15 minutes daily. Record end of week sample. Days 8 to 14. Increase to 25 minutes on 5 days. Keep 15 minutes on 2 days. Focus on the hardest sub-skill. Days 15 to 21. Add one feedback source, online critique. Coach peer. Days 22 to 30. Do a performance test. Upload a piece. Perform live for 5 people. Or compile a portfolio sample. Micro exercise do now. Write the exact sub-skill you'll work on this week. Example, control, breath and sing a 20-second. Phrase with steady pitch, or write. 300 words of dialogue with emotional. Contrast, be specific. Toxic push short. Most people practice lazily. They say, I practiced, but they mean they fiddled. If you want hidden power, stop lying to yourself. Practice like your life depends on it. Because in some sense, it does. Now let's use science as a toolkit to accelerate your hidden power. Neuroplasticity and myelin. Repeat the right thing. Your brain will wire itself for it. Myelin thickening happens with repetition and intensity. Short, focused reps beat long. Distracted sessions. Dopamine and reward. The brain learns via reward. Small wins trigger dopamine. Design your practice to include tiny wins. Finish a micro task and mark it. That dopamine will keep you returning. Sleep and consolidation. Learning consolidates in sleep. If you practice and then sleep, your brain strengthens the new pathways. Don't sabotage your practice by burning the midnight oil. Sleep is training too. Nutrition and brain, performance, stable blood sugar and protein support cognition. Eat regular, balanced meals around practice. A hungry brain struggles to focus. Environmental design, remove friction. Make the instrument, notebook, or camera easy to reach. If you have to clean a room to practice, you avoid it. Reduce the activation energy. Flow hack, set a clear goal for each session. Add immediate feedback and match challenge to skill. That's how you invite flow. Start slightly harder than comfortable. Attention hygiene. Phones steal attention through intermittent rewards. Use focus windows and put your phone in another room during practice. Attention is your core resource. Realistic science nuance. Genetics influence initial thresholds, like height or voice timbre. But most functional skills are shaped dramatically by practice. Use the advantage you have. Your attention and effort. They are powerful and under your control. Micro exercise do now. Plan your practice environment. What will you remove? What will you put within reach? Where will you practice? Write it down and set a 5-minute timer to make that space ready. Toxic reality check. If your environment is set up for distraction, you're not trying to find your power. You're practicing being mediocre. Change the setup or accept being average. Talent hidden stays hidden. Power revealed creates options, income, influence, identity. You need tangible proof. A portfolio or public demonstration. Step 1. Create a micro-portfolio. Collect 3 to 5 examples of your best recent work, even if it's small. 3 written pieces, 2 short videos, a code snippet, sketches, or recorded music samples. Put them in one folder or a simple page, no need to be fancy. Step 2. Publish something small in public. A public deadline forces progress faster than private practice. Post 1 short video, 1 article, 1 design on a platform where your people hang. The goal isn't perfection, it's proof. Step 3. Use feedback as currency. Public work will attract critique. Use it. Ask for 3 suggestions in the comments. Reply to everyone. A little humility attracts a lot of useful input. Step 4. Do 1 paid or quasi-paid gig. Offer a microservice, a logo for a small fee, a 30-minute coaching session, an edited clip, or a short commission piece. Money is feedback as well. It tells you the market cares. Step 5. Iterate. Use the feedback and the income to improve. Reinvest in small tools, better mic, better hosting, a book, 1 lesson with a pro. Social proof matters psychologically. When others value your work, your brain internalizes competence and your network starts to open doors. But proof must be built. Each small public act is a brick. Micro exercise. Do now. Pick 1 tiny public act you will do within 48 hours. 1 post, 1 upload, 1 ask. Write it down and set the exact time to do it. Toxic nudge. If you keep hiding your work because it might be judged, be honest, you prefer comfort over growth. That's fine if that's your life plan. If not, ship the work and shut your mouth about not ready. Finding a hidden power isn't one heroic burst. It's systems. If you want permanence, build for sustainability. System 1. Daily micro practice plus weekly deep day. Keep the daily 15 to 30 minutes, and once a week do a 90 to 120-minute deep session. That combination preserves momentum and forces breakthroughs. System 2. Accountability. Find 1 person to report to weekly. Even better, a small group that critiques work and sets challenges. Accountability converts intentions into actions. System 3. Rituals. Create a pre-practice ritual. 5 breaths, a 30-second warm-up, and a recorded 1-minute check-in. Rituals reduce decision fatigue and cue your brain for focus. System 4. Identity shift. You're not someone who tries things. You're someone who builds. Identity follows action. Do the work and tell yourself the truth. I am a writer. I am a maker. Pretend for a week. Behavior creates identity. System 5. Rest and recovery. Burnout kills talent. Schedule rest, play, and variety to prevent demotivation. Short rest cycles increase long-term output. Community is the oxygen of growth. Join a forum, a local meetup, or a course. Surround yourself with people doing slightly better than you. They're not all the next level.
Micro exercise. Do now. Name 1 person you will ask to be your accountability partner. Send them a message now, short and direct. Hey, I'm doing X for 30 days. Want to check in weekly? Hit send. Toxic truth. If you can't find 2 hours a week to invest in yourself, you're not busy. You're prioritizing other people's demands above your life. That's a choice. Own it. Here's the brutal end to this whole gentle-sounding experiment. Most people will watch this and feel inspired for an hour. They'll promise to start. They'll feel righteous. Then they'll go back to the same feed, The same excuses, the same early night Netflix. They'll comfort themselves with, I wanted to, but not you, not after this. Not today. You have a brain wired for improvement. You have tools. You have the science. You have the plan. What you might lack is the one ingredient science can't give you. Ferocity, the refusal to be small. So be ferocious. Be annoying with your consistency. Do the 15 minutes when your body says later. Post the work when your ego says no. Ask for the critique when your shame says not good enough. Kill the whispering little coward inside you who prefers comfort to growth. Stomp it. Bury it. And don't weep over its grave. You are trading a life of excuses for a life of skill, agency, and choice. Now go pick your 7-day experiment. Do it, record it, post it. Get feedback, repeat. Do not be sentimental about waiting for the perfect moment. The perfect moment is a myth invented by the lazy. Today, find your hidden power. Tomorrow, defend it like a territory. For the next 30 days, make incremental daily progress that compounds into power. And when someone asks, how did you get so good? You smile and say, I stopped waiting. Your hidden power wasn't lost. It was asleep. Wake it up, or keep scrolling and live the life you've already decided on.